I'm standing right now in the exact spot where the Spahn Ranch stood in 1969. This is about where the stables were. And it was from this location that Charlie Manson sent Tex and the girls out to Terry Melcher's old house in Benedict Canyon, kill everyone in it and make it look witchy. And this is where it all happened. This is where all the planning, the Helter Skelter, the Beatles' White Album, everything happened on this land that is currently owned by the church just over there. This property also burned to the ground in 1970. Absolutely no buildings survived. As you can see, it's quite desolate out here. However, nothing's been built here since. So there are remnants of things out here. There are electrical boxes, and last time I was out here I found hinges, and we found hubcaps of stolen vehicles, no doubt stolen by the family, because they're really quite old. So a lot of original stuff still stands here, and it's wild to think no one's developed it. Everything else around this neighborhood is developed. But this is it, Spahn Ranch, right here.
Kind of weird.
Why don't you come out and come do it with me?
Okay.
Look at that. That is so, like, you know?
Yeah, no.
That is vintage.
Yeah, that is. That's right.
You got the muffler?
Yep.
We have our haul. Includes an old Coors can, some piece of jagged something, a piece of a belt buckle, this, which I can't figure out what it is, and this hunk of muffler. Hand it down or something while I'm stationary. Oh shit! I hope this isn't poison something. Is that?
Right here. Well, I don't know.
Right now we're behind the Spahn Ranch, actually below the Spahn Ranch. There's a stream that's running right here. And this cave that I'm in right now is where the very famous portrait of the family was taken. In fact, exactly where I'm sitting right now is where Squeaky and Sandy Good were crouched in the photograph. I've read about this cave for decades, and my friend Nikki, who came on the Dearly Departed tour a few months back, did this legwork for me and actually found this exact location. And I tell you, it's really something, it's really cool being here after so many years. We're in the vicinity of the Spahn Ranch now on Old Santa Susana Pass Road. And behind me is a location where the ranch hand, Shorty Shea, was found dead. Now, according to his autopsy report, Shorty's body was found a half-mile north at Topanga Canyon Boulevard, which is just a half-mile to our right, and approximately 250 feet down the embankment off of Santa Susana Pass Road, which is where we are. So Shorty's body was found between the spot where we are right now and those train tracks right there, but 250 feet straight down. It's a gully between the tracks and the road where we are right now, so it's quite treacherous. We're not going to even attempt it. And actually, I got kicked out the last time I was there. But this is where Shorty's body was found. Now, what they found was his skull was lying free from the rest of his skeleton. He was wearing pants and a shirt. His left hand and half of his left humerus were missing, actually. It appears the animals made off with the missing parts. But this is quite treacherous, actually, and they dug him up and took him down to the coroner's office downtown in Los Angeles, where he was autopsied. right where the railroad tracks disappear underneath the road, there's a tunnel in here. And I went down there, and as I'm down there looking, I hear this engine roaring from inside the tunnel. It's this man that lives over here in his golf cart that came traveling out and asked me what I was doing. He was very nice, but very insistent, like, get the hell out of here, but not so meanly.
Yeah.
You're on private property, leave now. But then he said that, oh, they never found Shorty's head, and which
Yeah.
that's when I argued with him, and I said that, yeah, they did actually, and maybe he didn't like that either.
Yeah.
Right now we're in downtown Los Angeles, and we're here at the coroner's office to interview the coroner, Craig Harvey, who's going to help make sense of some of the technical details of these murders. And he's been kind enough to invite us in, so in we go.
No, all the activity for the day shuts down around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and what's going on right now is custodial stuff. Folks should have cleaned the room up for us.
The remains of Donald Jerome Shea, or as he was also known as Shorty Shea, were discovered on December 15th, 1977. And the remains were skeletal. Pretty much the majority of his skeletal remains were recovered. There was a hand missing, but for the most part, the remains were recovered in toto. We were able to discern a cause of death even though the remains were skeletonized. Final cause of death was listed as multiple stab and chop wounds to the body. In the back of the head there appear to be approximately 5 to 6 wounds at the rear of the skull, and the injuries appear to be consistent with a tool that could be an axe or some other linear device.
The skeletal remains of the person are going to retain that data even though the flesh is long gone. In this case here, it's clear there's some sort of an axe or other type device used to cause his death by virtue of the application of this tool to the bone structure in his skull. So that's where we get the chop wounds